It's time for Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock.
Yeah, Off-Grid Living brought to you by, Stansbury, Porter Stansbury, America's most important day in 50 years. You go on Freedom's Phoenix, you'll see ads. I told you, man, we're going to be pushing this big time because Porter is going to, and you got a lot of decisions to make probably by the end of the year. I mean, you got to get on it right now. This last weekend, listen to the assignment. It's a video. It probably takes like 20 minutes or so. And he describes where we're at. This is from somebody that knows. It comes highly recommended by people I trust that make the money, that, and some of them share it with us, to be able to do what we do, from people just like him and Porter as an individual. Personally, spend time with him and said, you can see America's most important day in 50 years. You see the ads all over Freedom's Phoenix. Make sure you click on that, watch that video, and get the free stuff from him. Where to invest. There's some other newsletters you can pay for. If you're going to be doing this, you take your resources from you cash in all your goodies, because if anything's denominated in U.S. dollars, man, you're done. I don't know how much convincing you need, and you're going to take a tax hit. You're going to take a hit on, while the stock market's still up. If you got anything in the stock market while it's at 11.5 or something, it may even go up. So what? It's all inflated, blah, blah, blah anyway, and what is going to shoot up? Precious metals has not broken out yet. It is going to get stupid. I mean, I remember when silver was double digits. Seriously. So, we need to survive this, get on the other side of this, start getting small, start being able to get off the grid, start being able to maintain our existence without dependence on them. What are you going to do? Go to the football stadium to get your bottles of water? Yeah, you think I'm kidding. Here in Arizona, what's a big thing? Water. They turn off the water, they control you. Well, there's places around here, municipal, right in the center of Phoenix, has wells all over the place. There's wells there. Heck, they do irrigation here at wells. We have an entire system, Salt River system, a river that runs underneath us. And, of course, they'll say, you can't do it. It's contaminated. We got to get it from us. Really? You don't mind if I test it, do you? Yeah, we're getting on that one, too. So you go to America's most important day in 50 years. Watch that video. I want you to understand, he's got a clear understanding of what's going on, where you need to put your assets so that you can not only survive, but to thrive. How do you think it is that these guys are able to make a lot of money from this? I remember we had in the mid-2000s, every week, Jim Rogers, the billionaire, on Charles's show. I mean, I'm calling him all over. He'd come on and he said, look, man, here we go. I'm moving to Shanghai. I'm going to China. And he had a daughter. I remember when she was born. He got a Mandarin-speaking nanny for her so that she grew up speaking the Mandarin. Cute little blonde girl going around talking Chinese. I'm going, ooh, boy, that's a big surprise walking around on the streets of, in China somewhere, and you got this little kid, speaking Chinese. What the heck is up with that? Because he knew. We all know. He shared it with us. People that Freedom Summit speakers have been telling us this for years. Now, at the top of freedomsphoenix.com right now, you'll start to see we're putting up the videos. We have different versions. Some of them going on Blip, some of them going on our servers. We're getting it all. We want to hurry up and just get them up there so you guys will start watching this stuff before the end of the year. And because it's volunteers, man, we go as fast as we can go. So we're putting those up. A lot of the speakers are clamoring, hey, where's my speech? Well, here they come. All right, they're up. They can start sharing them because it was a great time. I mean, a lot of good information. People that know are going, look, this is where here it goes. We're cascading into. I need to get you this information. But one of the big pieces of information Porter Stansbury has where you can put your money, or at least where you can get the information so you can know how to extricate yourself from the dollar. Extricate yourself from the dollar. We've been hammering on this since, I think one of the first ones was really pushing this at the summit was Peter Schiff. And it was the only Freedom Summit that we had outside of Arizona. It was in Manchester. Right after they selected New Hampshire as the Free State Project, we said, okay, we'll do them a solid. We'll go have one of our Freedom Summits there. Dr. Paul is one of the speakers there. James Bovard, George Smith. We had, Nathaniel Brandon. Ooh, Brandon Institute guy. Ayn Rand's, former boyfriend. I mean, we were, that was a good time. We had him here in Phoenix one time too, and I think he's come to 3. So these guys, they're all philosophically, even emotionally. We had, women that, Claire Wolf, well, she was a hit. She's like, yep. We already have these. This is the argument that she made. We already have these communities. They're online. It's community. Do you have to live next door to somebody to be able to share this kind of information, this lifestyle, to be able to have some kind of even emotional and economic ties? With the internet and communications, you can do that. That's why it's dangerous. The man's got to get control. What are we hearing now? It's just softening us up mentally. The little PSYOP thing. The United Nations is going to start controlling the internet. So what do? We put up our own satellites. Ham radio packets of information, communication. We can just make a bunch of DVDs. I don't know how they're going to put this genie back in the bottle. And it really, for them, it's just a time management thing. When it happens, how many people will starve? How many people will die? How many people are on the ground? What if we flip off the government switch, which they're getting ready to do? How many people, not only that are employed by the government, but are sustained by government contracts? That's one thing they had in the 60-minute thing. The state of Illinois, they're just not paying their vendors. Same thing was going on last year in California. Remember what they did? We're going to pay them with vouchers. Yeah, it's an IOU, state IOU, pinky swear. Okay, so what the businesses do? They go, you know what we're going to do? We'll pay our taxes with your voucher. They go, oh, they can't do that. We can pay you IOUs, but you got to give us money. It's spiraling down. You know when you're in a depression, okay? Let me tell you when you're in a depression. And we always said this. You're in a depression, and they'll deny it. No, we're not in the recession. We're not in depression. We're coming out. Green shoots. It's coming. You're in a depression when they tell you that we're coming out of it. They're going to warn you. They're not going to tell you you're in it. They're not going to they just change all their numbers and so on. You're coming out of a depression, the greatest depression. You're in it when they say they're coming out of it. They'll never admit it until they say, oh, we're coming out of it. Coming out of it? Heck, I don't remember you admitting that we were in it. Liars. Liar, pants on fire. Don't trust them. Are you even watching a second of Fox News? Seriously? The only time that we put stuff up from Fox is when Judge Napolitano's giving them what for. Stossel might be doing something. And now that Obama's in the White House, he'll come out with, whatever spin they want to do on it. Because it's not news. It's spin of the olds. The lamestream media. The media so last century. When they went to video on the internet, I knew it was all over for them. That's when we started Freedom's Phoenix. We were saying, yeah, here we go. And I count on you to bring the information. A lot of the writers that you see on Freedom's Phoenix are just a bunch of you. They send stuff. They become, very prolific and send us stuff. We make them a writer. They write their own stuff. We keep adding on different people. We have people that are coming out of the government, coming in. We got, CIA guys, pastors, teachers. There's a lot of stuff that goes into original content. We've always keep blowing up our servers. Now we got, new stuff going. We're flipping on more of the search engines. We're starting, we've doubled our traffic in just the last couple of weeks. And it's because we've been holding out. We just want the site to work for people that are regular members and so on. So we keep increasing our capacity. We're just a bunch of, do I look like a tech geek to you? I go, this is how it went. I go to Webmaster Tiger. I go, can you do this? I click this, it does that, go there. Can you do, well, if you have, I want to talk about it. Yes or no? Can you? Yes, then do it. All right, he does it. Crashes the server. He goes, well, you said to do it. I go, okay. So now that we got the feature, let's go ahead and start, compartmentalize it, parallel processing it, get more capacity, whatever. Because I want to have these features for you to make use of. There's so many of these going on now that we have the ability to be able to make sure that you can share. Because I'm going to count on you. It's important that you be able to have your voice in this thing because we're all in this together. Whether we, you call that a collective? It's not. It's just division of labor. Very libertarian thing. Well, I've added just food for thought for you, some of the things that we've been thinking about and working on. One of the things here I wanted to show you real quick, in the last minutes here, these storage containers, take a look. You can get them on wheels. You can take it, you put them on railroad tracks. You just ship it anywhere you want. You can build it all out on your property and go, now where am I going to put it? You can just put it, hook it up to a tractor, trailer, rig, and go. And a lot of these guys, they said, hey, Ernie, you know what you can get? The economy's going to crap. You can get these very cheap, and they have their own generators and refrigeration. Woo! If you know how to plan what to do, we can survive this thing. We can thrive. We can even get wealthy. Oh, go check out Porter Stansbury's stuff. He'll help you out. Talk to you tomorrow.